Good afternoon, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with SweetSpot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, subscribes, the comments, and the patience while I was working. I appreciate everything and everyone. So let's ring the bell. Let's clear out this energy and let's see what the message the Spirit has for us today. Hey, Kate, how are you? Hey, Star Solaris. Someone is confused and they're seeking guidance, but they don't want to just like they're not just going to anyone. They want to really go to someone that is a seer, someone that actually has the gift, not just someone that's making it up. Bottom of the deck, deep knowing. I feel like this person is going to know when they are speaking with, when they're interacting with, when they're talking to that seer, the one that really has the gift, the one that actually has the deep knowing. Yeah, because something about this person, their spirituality, their temperaments, the way that they handle everything is different. It's more soothing, it's more nurturing. Hey, red violet crystals. It's like something about this person makes you want to they keep you uplifted. They tell you to look on the bright side, to have faith. You know, they want to keep you uplifted. They want to keep you inspired. That's the word, inspired. Because they know the more you stay uplifted, the more you stay positive and inspired, the more abundance you will receive. What's the message, Spirit? Someone has questions. They want to know. They have questions about something that's puzzling them. It's like their intuition is telling them, but they're afraid to follow their own intuition. That's what it is. They're doubting themselves. What's the message? They already know. They're doubting themselves. It's like because they don't want to know, but they do already. It's like what they know though is the long story short, it's time for them to make a fresh start. That's long story short. But what they already know is that where they're at, there is no abundance. They're not working on themselves. They're not challenging themselves. They're not trying to grow. They're not trying to see anything different or explore or try anything new. They're stuck in a wheel. They're stuck in a pattern. They're stuck. Somebody they want to make a wish. They want to go for it. They want to rely on God. They want to say, yes, God's got me. But something about this, they're afraid. But deep inside, confirmation if you can hear it, deep inside, they know it's going to be okay. And it's time for them to make this fresh start. It's time for this to happen. All is fair. It's their turn. They've created, they've finished so many life lessons. They've grown in so many different ways, and now it's time for them to continue. It's time for them to move on. It's time for them to finish. It's time for them to go with the flow. Everything that they've dreamed of. Somebody wants to get somebody else's opinion because they want to see if somebody else is also letting them know that they should follow their spark. So they're searching and they're looking for the right one. Like I said, they know they're going to find the right one because this is the one that says above everything else to always choose love. That's the seer. That's the one that makes them different within everyone else within that whole community. Because this is the one that's helping them to build, not just themselves, but to help to build their home. This is the one that's helping them with that momentum. This is the one that they've been able to seek guidance from. This is the one that helped them to wake up and to become woke folk. This is the one that they definitely want to seek the guidance from. But they already know. Deep inside of us, we already have the answers, but we want that validation. We want that confirmation. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, somebody right now, they're refusing to see the big picture. It's like they're afraid to be themselves. They're afraid to be who they truly are. You know, it's almost like they were afraid to work on them or work on their own purpose. And in order for them to really work on their purpose, they're going to have to be who they truly are. This is somebody that knows that it's divine time for them if they want to get past this. What they're doing is they're just living in a rut. They're just stuck in a rut, not allowing themselves to grow, not allowing themselves to challenge themselves. They know it's time. It's time for them to create a brand new picture, a brand new life, a brand new existence, a brand new way. It's time for them to do something brand new. This is what makes them want to seek guidance so that they can continue to wake up and continue to do that shadow work and see the parts of them that they didn't want to see, that they were afraid to see, that they needed to see. This is somebody that wants to work on themselves, but they want to work on themselves so that no one else knows. Almost like this person wants to go away or do it silently, secretly, or be in a total hermit mode. And so whenever they finally do come back out, everyone is going to be like, wow, it looks like the same person, but it doesn't seem like it's the same person. Good morning, Amanda. Someone wants something new, different, and it's starting within here. They know it. Out of everything out of all these cards, this is the only one that was in the upright. Of everything, their abundance, their self-esteem, their confidence, their ability to challenge themselves, them being able to see the big picture, them being able to be themselves, them being able to work on their life purpose. They know what the inside is telling them that it's time. It's time to take that step. Anything else? Anything else? Someone finally got to the part where they were asking themselves questions. I can almost hear somebody talking out loud, asking themselves questions. Yeah. Talking out loud, asking themselves questions, wanting to know the answers, really wanting to know why, digging deep, truly wanting to know why, following what the spark is, because they feel if I can understand why I do what I do, why I did what I did. Good morning, Bragsy and Davinia. Maybe I'll understand, my path forward or my purpose in life. But somebody knows that they have to choose love. There's no other way around it. They have to choose love. Bottom of the deck, the lovers. Can't make this up. Someone understanding that, out of all that they looked at before that they thought was great, love was really the one thing that really mattered. Out of everything that they could hold in their hand, it was the one thing that they could not hold in the hand. That was the most important. Someone is ready to put some thoughts, patterns, ideas, put it to rest, and really start over. Put something to death and start something brand new. Especially whenever it comes to family and how they see family and how they treat family and the way that they're willing to get over on family. Especially if they feel that they can gain something. Because now that this person has had an opportunity to go within, not because they wanted to, because they were spiritually forced to. Thank you so very much, Layla. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This person actually slipped into a little bit of a depression, thinking about everything that they put in that led them to get where they are. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you so very much, Layla. Thank you. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, this is somebody maybe, could be somebody at work, could be some sort of leader, could be some sort of single person, somebody that, some sort of communication, something, someone who was thinking that they were going to have something that was fair. Someone was expecting some really good news to come in. What's the message? Someone is expecting some really good news to come in, like it's their turn, it's their time, like they're looking for some confirmation, and it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. We just have to remain strong. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Somebody, it seems like all of a sudden is going to start anew. Something is just opening up. It's the right opportunity. It's the right time for someone just to go for it, just to jump in, head first, feet first, body first, whatever, just jump in. But this is something that they've always wanted to do, but they were always afraid to do. They always held back from doing it. But now it seems like this is the right time. Hey, Tannic and Star, how are you? Hey, Mo, sweetheart, how are you? I'm glad that you're here. What's the message? It's like this is the best time. This is something that's getting ready to happen at the right time, and all of a sudden, boom, here it is. Good news is coming in. I'm telling you, something really positive news is coming in. There's something that's going to make somebody be so happy. The worst is over. The worst is over. Good morning, Henry. Peace and blessings to you as well. The worst is over. Someone just needed to look at the big picture. Someone just needed to have some faith. Someone already knows. They have that deep knowing. You already have the answer. All you need to do is just we saw that divine timing card. Just let the clock run out. It's in your favor. Things are in your favor. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody, I feel like somebody is you know how they say that what's the, somebody's allowing like negativity to kind of seep through, but they need not do that. They need to go ahead and just put their mind to rest and understand that things are working itself out. I feel like someone is just applying too much pressure to this new beginning. They just need to rest and relax. So I feel like they're limiting themselves from being able to see the big picture. Holy Spirit says to allow yourselves to see the big picture. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, almost like they're afraid to remember back, to think of something from the past, whenever they were, it's something about being balanced and in the past. Maybe they're afraid to rely on something from the past, because maybe, you know what, because maybe someone didn't have as much, you know um and like somebody, they they had like good intentions. Someone would have like some good intentions and they would want to do something, but because they didn't have, as much, they couldn't do as much, and so then somebody started looking at them like every time they offered something, even if they had good intentions, that person was really, the devil, or lying, or falling short, and but as opposed to looking at a bigger picture of something, because maybe somebody, they just really didn't have it. Like if somebody said, "Oh yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that," because maybe somebody had to work a lot, you know, uh, yeah. And so there was this whole situation of, there was this heartbreak that went on one too many times, and then next thing you know, somebody just attributed somebody else with being this type of person that, yeah, don't listen to whatever they got to say, because it's never going to work out. One of those types of, and then maybe somebody else was in the picture, egging that shit on too. What's the message? So somebody didn't allow themselves to believe the best or something, but now someone is finding that they have been holding themselves back from seeing the big picture and haven't been being themselves. And really, what they actually have is a gift. They have a gift. What's the message? Yep. It's because it's like, sometimes things happen to us and we go through these things. And if we allow ourselves to be stuck in that, we can just focus just on the negative part of that. But if we allow ourselves to move past that, move through that, and say, you know what, one of these days I'm going to understand exactly why I went through this particular scenario. And then we allow ourselves to go through life and grow through life. Then one day when we're sitting there, and it's going to, you know what? The reason is because of this. Or, hey, I remember when I couldn't rely on this person, but lo and behold, like God gave me this. Put it all, and so something is going to happen that someone is going to understand the reason that they had to go through a certain situation. And that's why maybe someone is looking for guidance. But someone is definitely moving forward. They need to be moving forward. They need to go ahead and take charge of their life. Make a certain decision. Make a declaration. This is justice. This is their time. This is their karma. Their ships are coming in. They can do this. Hey, Red Violet Crystals, what you say? I've had to fight like hell through emotions, mental attacks, but God is always everything. Amen, for sure. Yep. Someone that was doing it alone. Someone is, doing these things alone, accomplishing these goals, accomplishing these feats. And they should be proud of themselves, rightfully so, because this is not easy. It ain't easy, but God, but for God. Yes, because a judgment call has been made. A decision has been made. A decision has been made, and it's been made in your favor. Bottom of the deck. Yep. The Lovers. Some good communication is going to be coming through, especially after a period of some type of conflict where you come out victorious. You come out victorious, and it looks like you're the one who gets your wish fulfillment. So expect some very, very, very positive news. Expect to be planning a move soon. Some traveling. Somebody's going to be traveling. Somebody's going to be relocating, moving, something. But I'm telling you, this is a gift. This is your gift. This is your gift from the universe. This is justice for you. This is because, you remain balanced even whenever people didn't see you, didn't give you your flowers. You remain balanced. You remain true to you. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate you, and it's time to understand that God has you, that you can lay down the swords now. Once again, a judgment call has been made. And look at you. Just look at you. What's the message? Hey, Shin Akuma, how are you? Thank you. Yep. Something's coming in that's happening pretty fast. What's the message, Spirit? King of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, cool. So this could be some sort of legal contract. You get something, they get something. Something is coming in pretty, and I'm telling you, yeah, it looks like it's like a binding contract, but you get a wish fulfillment. So this could be something big for you. Yep, this is something big for you. You completed some sort of cycle. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? What? Right. What's going on? What is that about? Yep, it seems like the worst is over. Somebody's learned some lessons, from the past, and the worst is over. They've learned, they've gained some wisdom, and now it's like they're just kind of stressing over a situation that's already being worked out. Oh wait, what's going on? Yes, yes, I appreciate this message. Yeah, like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Looks like somebody, gets their wish fulfillment, especially after a time of confusion or, after a time of chaos and confusion. Because like I said, the worst is over. And somebody gets somebody finally gets justice. And it's almost like somebody was doing something secretly, but they finally get justice. They was working on something without anyone else knowing about it. And they've been working on this for a while. They've been putting a lot of hard work and energy into this for a while. And finally, it's like somebody gets some really good news, but they know they already have that deep knowing within that this good news is coming in, but yet they still allow themselves to worry and to wonder and to think the worst. which is almost like it's holding the energy back, whereas they need to allow themselves just to be free and to say, this is my time, this is my blessing that's coming in. Claim it. Claim it. What's the message? Yeah, I think she meant in her life. Yeah. Okay. What's the message? Yeah. Two of Cups. Yes, this is like a really, a really good relationship. This is a really good relationship. This is a good match. This is something that's really good. Excellent match. Especially, somebody with this Queen of Swords, maybe somebody was telling you the truth about everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. Somebody was very honest with you. That's good. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yes, this is a really good relationship. This is like that perfect. This is that come on now. Justice, the Two of Cups, and then the Lovers. This is that relationship from God. This is that, whether it is a romantic relationship, or it could be just a friendship, it could be whatever. This is a spiritual blessing from God. Because, I feel like they felt like they couldn't really be themselves in the past, and so they kind of held back. But now it's almost like they kind of feel like somebody's done some homework, or they've done some checking, and they feel confident that they can just kind of let their guard down, I guess. Stop worried about stuff. Not be so confused. I don't know, but something about this relationship, something about this union, something about this commitment. Yeah, this is like a dream. This is a dream come true. This is a motherfucking dream come true. The Star and the Ten of Cups. Come on now. This is a dream come true. You can the shit don't get no better than that. Because you got the Justice, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Star with the Empress, and she done created the shit by herself. And then she got the Ten of Pentacles. Come on now. Come on. And you on top. Come on now. Somebody doing the damn thing. Yes, I know that's right, red violet crystals. I know that's right. Yes. Thank you. That's right. Whoa, how's that song go? I'm in love under new management. I'm gonna have to think of that song. Yes. Something about somebody seeing something from a whole new perspective. Yes, this new beginning that somebody is getting, and how they did it from by themselves. I'm telling you, somebody is looking at you and seeing you in a whole different light. How you did something by yourself. Somebody is about to move. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think how the song goes. Good, that's wonderful, red violet crystals. Yeah, it should be. Because listen, we got temperance. Everything is balanced. Everything is balancing itself out. I feel like this is a solid new contract. This is a solid new beginning, some type of binding contract. But this is something that somebody wants. This is something that somebody has prayed for. This is somebody, yeah, Four of Pentacles. This is something that somebody, they want. They've been praying for. They've been keeping close to their chest. They've been like, yes, I'm not going to say anything. I feel like somebody's like, I'm not going to say anything right now until it becomes yes, you can't make this up. Confirmation. Confirmation. If somebody feels like, let me make sure that confirmation. Yeah. So double confirmation. Somebody feels like they don't want to say anything until they know that this is a for real thing. But look, this is going to be a for real thing with this business and the devil. This is a binding contract. Okay. This is something that somebody may have been working on for a while. That was like one of their dreams, and maybe they had to balance their finances out, or they had to get something together and they didn't tell anybody, and they had a lot of ups and downs and ins and outs, and but finally they was getting it together, and now it's like they finally knew they was ready to move forward. They knew it was time. It was divine time. And this is what the result. Yes. Bottom of the deck. Can't make this up. Wish fulfillment. Somebody is really getting their wishes fulfilled, and they are celebrating because they have really conquered. They've learned some life lessons. They've gone through some things. They've accomplished some things. They've changed some things. They've grown through some things. You can't make this up. And now, listen, they have made a solid judgment call, and they know it's just a matter of time. Their intuition is telling them this is their time. They have even weighed the good and the bad as to, what person to be in a relationship with and who to let go ahead. Let that motherfucking keep going. Keep it moving, fucking moving. Because somebody knew who they were, the Empress, and they said they've already dealt with a whole bunch of bullshit, and they refuse to go back. They refuse to go back. So somebody said, listen, if I got to create it by myself, I'll do it by my damn self. Shit. What's the message? What is the message, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message? Yeah, because somebody was sick and tired of being motherfucking sick and tired. Always feeling like they had to defend themselves or protect themselves or do this or do that or do this or do that. Somebody was sick and tired. And this could have been with some company that they was working with. It's almost like this shit was the never-ending story. Maybe somebody was going through the same thing. Maybe it was a different person, different company, different face, different city, but it was the same situation, same scenario. Hey, it's just Robbie. Right. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Somebody's waiting for their ships to come in. It's almost like, somebody is expecting something coming in, but this is almost like somebody else, they're missing it. They missed you. You know how you I don't know why I just heard, like, whenever you're driving through town, like a real small town, and the joke was, yeah, well, the town is so small, but if you blink, you're gonna miss it. Like they was going past you so fast, and they just counted you so much that they blinked and they missed you, because when they should have took their time to stop for a second and study you, they didn't. And they blinked and they missed you, and you went past them too fast. Yes, it's almost like like that. I don't know why that was the example that I just heard. But with this page of staffs, it was like something, like I said, somebody blinked and somebody else missed it. Because somebody's intuition was telling them to keep it moving. Keep it moving. Do it by yourself. If you got to do it the long way, the hard way, the slow way, do it. And so that's what somebody did. What's the message? Right. Right. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you, Somebody decided it was time for them to make a judgment call, and they knew they was doing the right thing whenever they was doing it. Whenever they said, you know what, I'm gonna do this, they knew they was doing the right thing. They knew whenever they said, okay, they knew they was doing the right thing. They felt it. Spirit told them. Spirit said, hey, do, put down roots right here, or do this right here, or do this, go over here, just say this, or that's the person, or whatever the situation was. Spirit said, and somebody they did this, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, blank. Okay, so there was like it was like some type of communication that came in that shocked them and surprised them, and they wasn't expecting it, but they was expecting it, but they wasn't expecting it, and all of a sudden here they are victorious. Like somebody they have gone with, and they did so much, and whenever somebody else found out, they was shocked. They was like, wait a minute. Somebody else was just now finding out that, wait a minute, wait. Boom. All of a sudden, everything is clear. Now, somebody else, that same person that just found out that you did the damn thing on your own, now this person is feeling all upset, heartbroken, shocked, can't sleep, can't eat, can't shit good, none of that. None of that. Okay? Now this person is the one who, this the same motherfucker that was trying to cause a create and chaos with you. This the same one that was trying to throw you off your game, trying to fuck you up, trying to mess you up, trying to play the motherfucking emotional manipulation and shit like that. Till you had to cut somebody off because you saw somebody barely had a motherfucking toe in the motherfucking water. Yeah. You knew what time it was. You knew you had to keep yourself sane. You had to keep yourself balanced, and you wasn't afraid to speak up and speak your piece, and that's exactly what the fuck you did. See, it fucked somebody up whenever they realized that you was not going to take that shit. It fucked them up because they thought that no matter what they did, you was going to take it. Hey, Rebecca, how are you, sweetie? But you said, nah, fuck all that. See, now somebody thinking about you from the past, and they realizing that you was always the one that was this, the one that was that, the one that would go above and beyond, the one that would do this and the one that would do that, That was always you. What's the message? Yep. Can't make this up. We just went through all of this. We just went through all of that, and it just wanted to come out. What else, Spirit? Now somebody is really thinking about you. They all in their feelings thinking about you. Because you know what? You ain't ever let nobody down. You always stood 10 toes down. What's the message, Spirit? Seven of Swords and Knight of Cups. Hey, Cherry. How are you? Thanks for the check-in. Hey, Indomitable One. Yeah, Seven of Swords and Knight of Cups. It's like somebody, they want to come to you. They want to approach you, but they're afraid. They're afraid to tell you the truth. But you already know the truth. You already know the truth. And that's what stresses that person out, is that you already know the truth. And the reason that you already know the truth is because, listen, you're the high priestess. You already have that deep knowing. That was the first card out. That was the only card that was in the upright in the beginning. That's why you had to leave somebody exactly where they stood, whether it was family members or not. That's why you had to. Adios, motherfucker. You know? You had to allow somebody the opportunity to learn some life lessons without you being there to coddle them. So somebody had to learn some life lessons without you being there to coddle them. Somebody had to understand that there were some truths that somebody was failing to see. There were some truths that somebody was lying about. So somebody had to understand the truth. And now they see you as their wish fulfillment. They see you as the son, as the one. That's right, Rebecca. What's the message? And I love you more, Rebecca. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, somebody they feel kind of trapped because they try to play you to the left. They try to play you like a ball head. They try to act like you was some type of option whenever you know what you was somebody, it could have been a parent or somebody, but you was always somebody that came 100% straight with this person. You ain't lied to this person. You told them the God's honest truth. Happy holidays, Indominant One. The God's honest truth. So this is why you get this new beginning. This is why, it's like your path is just now opening up. You're deciding which way you're gonna go. Your life is just now beginning, and someone else is sitting here in regret for how they made you have to defend yourself when they know they should have been with you, but they made you stand alone. But you weren't worrying about it, but this person was. Ever since they did that, they couldn't sleep. They really couldn't. They didn't feel good about themselves. They really didn't. They prayed. They prayed. They didn't have no choice but to pray because God was trying to tell them something. Things hadn't been working out for them. Things had been stopped, curtailed, abolished. Life has slowed down as they knew it. A lot of people that they knew kind of like distanced themselves. What's the message? Really, Red Violet? Yeah, something that somebody thought that they was going to do, something that somebody thought that you was going to come to them, or something wasn't going to work out to your benefit, but something that somebody else tried, this didn't work out for them. It's like with the 7 of coins, the Chariot, and the King of coins. Almost like somebody wanted thought that you was going to be trying to come towards them, but that didn't work out. Or they wanted to try and make you come towards them, but that did not work out. Yeah, you never extended it. You didn't never went to them. You never said, "Hey, I need your help. Hey, this, that, the other." You never did any of that. You always just held some strength. You was just like, okay, well, whatever, which confused the fuck out of that person, because then that person thought, well, maybe you got somebody else around you helping you, which is why you didn't need their help. But you did. You had God around you helping you, which is why you didn't need their help. But they thought it was somebody in the flesh, not your spiritual father in the spirit. You was doing a lot more. You was getting a lot further with your spiritual father than you was with somebody in the flesh, and a lot less headache. Because whatever God said, you was like, got it. No problem. Somebody else, you may not believe their ass. Somebody else, you wasn't gonna believe that ass. Yeah. Somebody they decided that they was gonna leave somebody because this Queen of Staffs, they found out they had to leave because somebody was not being completely honest about the relationship with you. They wasn't, yeah, they wasn't being completely honest with that relationship. You know, somebody feels really foolish because it's almost like they decided they was going to side with the devil. Because instead of them getting their wish fulfillment, they see that they actually end up getting stabbed in the back by the same motherfucker that stabbed you in the back. Just the same motherfucker that they made a peace offering to. They thought that was going to be somebody that protected them. That was nobody that would protect them. That was somebody that tried to actually hurt them. Mm-hmm. Let's see what you say, Rebecca. You can ask if you choose. It's all good. Asking if it's all right. Okay, hold on, Rebecca. To say this, Tuesday. How's your son? Oh, let me see. My jeans. Okay. That was speaking and Rebecca. I'm not sure if what your question is. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, somebody they they get the gas face. This is somebody that somebody had to leave somebody alone because they saw that they was full of bullshit. They was full of lies. They had to leave this. This was like somebody that was on that witchy line ass level. You know, they see that they was talking about some shit that wasn't even the truth, and just putting some shit out there, confusing the situation. And somebody, they chose to believe that. Now somebody is understanding how much somebody really did just to make you look bad. They was trying to do this, to win at all cost. To win what? Someone sees why, why you stood alone. Because you knew the truth. You was not going to waver. You was not going to back down. That's why you stood alone. You stood by yourself. You said, I'll sit here. I don't have no problem sitting here by doing me, because I know the truth is going to come out. And that's exactly what happened. The truth came out. This is why you're the one who it's like the spirit and ancestors are giving you. You're the one who's getting yours now. Mm-hmm. Something that you're working on. Maybe somebody that you're working with. Something about this path. But whatever this is justice. This is almost like 11-11, because look, you got the two of staffs right here, and then the justice is the 11 card. Yeah, somebody had to leave somebody. Somebody said, you know what, I just had to leave somebody alone because they found out that they didn't find out right away. It just kept coming out little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit that somebody was lying. Kate said it's 1919 UK time. Manifestation and the law of attraction. Thank you, Kate. Shin Akuma said Joshua chapter 1, verse 5. Yeah. They finally had to take the blindfolds off and see the truth for what it was. They finally had to take the blindfolds off and say, wait, this motherfucker been lying to me all this damn time. Mm-hmm. What they thought was going to be their wish fulfillment, it wasn't. That they thought that they was going to get this, but somebody just stabbed them in the back. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Hey, Sally, how are you? Yep. I feel like somebody's going to be entering this really good relationship. You're ready. You are so ready. This is like this relationship from the past, or remind you of something from the past, or a past life. But this is something that's a strong. This is something that can't be broken. This is something that is built on the truth. This is that wish fulfillment. This is you finally getting your wish fulfillment. This is you celebrating completing this cycle. Thank God. If it wasn't but for God. If it wasn't but for God. It's going to pull some from the stack. Happy birthday. Oh, Sally, it's your birthday? Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. And Sally, happy birthday too. Somebody said they didn't mean what they had said to you, only because you predicted the future. Because, like we already said, you always knew. You always knew. You're 50. Ooh, because somebody opened up Pandora's box. Happy 50th. Somebody needed to know that it's okay to leave. And you need to share your story. And they're upset. Somebody could have shared their story, but and they're upset that you did, but they never called you a liar because they knew it was the truth. And everyone gets checked out. Yep. They couldn't call you a liar because they knew it was the truth. And that's why, and then that's when somebody wanted you to stop. And you was like, where are you going? The game is just getting started. See, it was okay when they was doing something with you. But you already knew because you are an empath. You already knew. You predicted the future. They just didn't know that you was telling them what was getting ready to happen. And they doubted you until they sat back one day and they started thinking about some shit. And they said, you know what? This shit was happening, was playing out the way they said it was. Your mother could be saying that. Or you could be somebody's mother that told your child something or your children something. But somebody said, you know what? Damn. They thought you was full of shit until they sat back and they said, damn, this shit happened exactly the way they said it was. It wasn't the way that they had envisioned it happening. It was the way that you had said it was going to happen. And they're afraid of you. Because they know that every word that they spoke about you was a lie. Not just that, but all curses have been canceled on you. So there's nothing that they can do to you. That's why they're afraid of you. Not just that, but they know that time is running out. And really, they can't stand to see you shine, which is probably why they lied in court, which is also why right now they're under investigation because of that lie in court. Yeah, they forgot fire burns, correct. They also forgot fat meat is greasy. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, something about the company that you keep. Somebody had to learn that. And now they understand the whole time you was the prize. They thought that this other people, the company that they was keeping, they thought that was who's going to get them to the next level. The whole time you was the prize. And it was just somebody, a jealous sibling of yours, talking shit about you. Just somebody that was one of those flying motherfucking monkeys, and that's because you denied them. You denied contact with them or whatever. You told them their time is up for them to act like they had any type of sense in your motherfucking life. Okay? So this is the same person who tried to use your name in vain time and time and time again. So you were just now getting blind justice. Half the shit you didn't even know. Because you didn't even know that you was even getting blind justice. You just knew that, and you didn't even know that none of their negative plans was ever working. You just knew that your security just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And here you see God pulling up in the El Camino. You wasn't worrying about what they was doing. You was too busy concentrating on what you had to do. And what did your intuition say? Because that's what we've been talking about all reading. First card out. Deep knowing, your intuition. What has your intuition been telling you? Somebody's obsessed with you now. Especially because they feel that you're about to get some really, really, really good news. Told you somebody is about to be moving. And that painful period is definitely over. Somebody else, they feel like they need to be cleansed because they feel that you went straight savage mode with their ass. But something is happening in the near future. 3 days to 3 weeks. Something that you're going to know that home is where the heart is. Ooh, but your hating ass family, they lost themselves in the vicious gossip, especially because you're the star. And see, they thought that they could hate on you. They can, but their hate don't stop your gift, though. But they had to learn the hard way, never try to mock you. God had to step in, and now they feel stupid, especially since you didn't have no problem standing your ground. And now their ass is experiencing some karma on a 5-year stretch. See how the tables turn? What's the message? What's the message? Ooh. Yep. See, the beef ain't even with you. It's a spiritual battle. It's just that people, they're not even aware of it. They're not aware that it's a spiritual battle. All they know is right now, they don't want this smoke. That's what they know. They don't want this smoke. Something about the internet, and somebody was trying to exit stage left, especially because somebody they jealous, they a hater, you know. Somebody, they know that you are a divine mother and that you were here to lead, and that you are actually sharing or something about your testimony. This person, they are aware that their purpose in your life is over. And right now they're in prayer because they thought they knew you, but now they understand that you were not who they thought that you're not who they thought you were. Something having to do with your grandmother, your grandmother's house, or something like that. And somebody having to learn that, hey, if they don't like your mama, they don't like you. Somebody had to learn that. Now somebody is woke folk. And now they're not too busy. But something about what you got to do with them, you got to finish them. You got to step on them. Especially because they wanted an ending for you. So you cannot give them the opportunity to come back. Guilt is eating them up. So, sounds cruel, it sounds harsh. But you know what? Sometimes in life, it is that dog eat dog world. And if we don't crush our enemies, they will try and rise back up to crush us. Sometimes just putting enough distance and space and time and cutting an energetic cord is enough to crush the enemy. That's enough to put that space. Forget that old saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Crush your enemies and stay away from them. All right, y'all. All right, 666 in the chat. Yay. All right, so y'all, I'm going to get off of here for a little bit. I'm going to curl my hair and then I'll just jump back on here because we have not been having any time all week. So I missed you guys. So I'm just going to curl my hair. My curling iron's already heating up and everything. And then I'll be back on in a little bit, okay? All right. And then I will just say I will acknowledge everyone on the next video. But all right. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you so very much. And I will see you very soon. All right. Thank you. What'd you say? Oh, I miss you too, Sally. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, y'all. We'll see each other in just a few minutes. Thank you so very much.